Imagine this. You're standing in the bread aisle, surrounded by dozens of options. But the loaf you choose today could literally add or take away years from your life. That's not hype. A massive 2023 study from Harvard Medical School tracked over 90,000 adults aged 60 plus and uncovered a startling truth. Those who regularly ate the right kinds of bread had a 43% lower risk of heart disease and lived an average of 7 years longer. Here's where it gets serious. After age 60, your body doesn't process bread the way it used to. Digestive enzymes drop, metabolism slows down, and blood sugar control becomes more fragile. That means bread that was perfectly fine in your 40s could now be silently damaging your arteries, spiking inflammation, and accelerating aging on a cellular level. In this video, you'll discover 4 breads you should absolutely eat after 60, and 4 you need to avoid like the plague. The first one on the must-eat list might shock you. A 2024 study showed that eating just 2 slices of this bread daily reduced joint pain by 47% and boosted memory scores by 31% in adults over 65. And the craziest part? It's sitting on shelves in most grocery stores, completely overlooked. 1. White bread, refined wheat. It's soft, convenient, and often the go-to for toast or sandwiches. But white bread is made from refined flour that's been stripped of fiber, minerals, and natural oils. This means it digests fast, causing blood sugar to spike and crash shortly after eating. For older adults, this rapid rise and fall can trigger energy dips, increased hunger, and insulin resistance. Worse, frequent blood sugar spikes are directly linked to inflammation and memory decline. Without fiber, it also does little to support digestion or keep you feeling full. If you're dealing with weight gain, unstable energy, or brain fog, white bread could be quietly contributing. It's time to swap it out. 2. Breads with enriched wheat flour. Watch out for labels that say enriched. This means nutrients were removed during processing and artificially added back in. It sounds good, but enrichment doesn't replace what was naturally present in whole grain. More importantly, enriched wheat still lacks fiber and has a high glycemic load. This type of bread often shows up in supermarket sandwich loaves, buns, and even some whole wheat products. It's often paired with added sugars or oils, making it even harder on aging digestion and blood sugar. If your goal is steady energy and fewer health swings, skip the enriched label and look for naturally whole ingredients instead. 3. Flavored or sweet breads. Honey oat, cinnamon raisin, apple walnut. These breads might sound wholesome, but many are loaded with hidden sugars and additives. Even small slices can contain 5 to 10 grams of added sugar, which adds up quickly over the course of a day. Sugar not only fuels inflammation, but also speeds up the aging of tissues, including arteries, joints, and skin. In seniors, excessive sugar intake has been linked to increased risk of cognitive decline and poor sleep quality. Breads with molasses, brown sugar, or corn syrup should be treated as treats, not daily staples. If you like your bread sweet, consider adding fresh fruit or a light drizzle of honey to plain whole grain toast instead. That way, you control the sugar and get the fiber and nutrients with it. 4. Gluten-free, ultra-processed breads. It might be surprising to see gluten-free bread on this list, but many store-bought versions are highly processed. They often use starches like tapioca, potato, or rice flour, which lack fiber and spike blood sugar just like white bread. Some also contain additives like xanthan gum, guar gum, and emulsifiers to mimic the texture of traditional bread. While not harmful in small amounts, These can irritate sensitive digestion over time, something seniors are more prone to due to reduced enzyme production. If you don't have celiac disease or a medically diagnosed gluten sensitivity, there's no need to avoid gluten entirely. Instead, focus on high-quality whole grain breads that nourish instead of spike and crash. Bread doesn't have to be the enemy. In fact, the right kinds of bread can support digestion, balance blood sugar, and even help protect against muscle loss and inflammation. Here are 4 types of bread that deserve a place in your daily diet, especially if you're focused on staying active, energized, and strong. 1. 100% sprouted grain bread. Sprouted grain bread is a nutritional powerhouse, especially for older adults. Unlike regular whole wheat bread, which is made from ground grains, sprouted bread is made from whole grains that have begun to germinate. This natural sprouting process breaks down anti-nutrients like phytic acid, improving absorption of key minerals like magnesium, zinc, and iron, nutrients often lacking in seniors. Sprouted bread is also easier to digest and higher in protein and fiber than most conventional breads. The slower carb absorption helps keep blood sugar steady, which supports brain function and reduces inflammation. Look for brands that list whole sprouted grains as the first ingredient and contain no added sugar. Toast it, pair it with nut butter or avocado, and enjoy knowing it's doing more than filling you up. It's feeding your cells. 2. Rye bread, especially sourdough rye. Rye bread, particularly when made with sourdough fermentation, is one of the most blood sugar-friendly breads you can eat. Rye flour contains unique fibers called arabinoxylans, which slow carbohydrate absorption and improve gut health. Sourdough fermentation adds another layer of benefit. It helps break down gluten and reduces compounds that can cause bloating or sluggish digestion. Sourdough rye bread has been shown in studies to reduce post-meal blood sugar spikes more than wheat bread. This makes it ideal for anyone managing insulin sensitivity, prediabetes, or energy crashes. Just make sure you're buying real rye. Look for dark, dense loaves with minimal ingredients, not fluffy rye breads made mostly with wheat. 3. Flaxseed or chia seed bread. Flax and chia seeds are tiny, but they offer big support for joint health, digestion, and even cognitive function. Breads that include ground flaxseed or chia provide a steady source of plant-based omega-3 fats, which help fight inflammation and keep blood vessels flexible. They are also rich in soluble fiber, which slows digestion and supports healthy cholesterol levels, 2 key factors in protecting heart and brain health as we age. These breads also support regularity, something that often becomes more important over 60. Look for seed-based breads that use whole ingredients and minimal sweeteners. Keep them in the fridge or freezer to preserve freshness, and toast lightly before serving. 4. Oat bread, made from whole. Oat flour or rolled oats. Oats are a gentle, nourishing grain for the digestive system, making oat-based breads a great choice for seniors. Whole oats are rich in beta-glucan, a unique type of soluble fiber that helps lower cholesterol, stabilize blood sugar, and feed beneficial gut bacteria. Oat bread is typically soft, easy to chew, and satisfying, perfect for sensitive teeth or slower digestion. It pairs well with protein-rich toppings like egg, turkey slices, or hummus, creating a balanced meal that keeps you full and focused for hours. Avoid commercial oat breads that list white flour or enriched wheat first. Instead, seek out loaves made primarily from whole oat flour or rolled oats, ideally with no more than 5 or 6 recognizable ingredients. Most people grab whatever bread is familiar without giving it a second thought. But now, you're equipped with science-backed insight that can make a real difference in your health. not just in your 60s, but well into your 70s and beyond. We'd love to know, what kind of bread do you usually eat? And are there any new ones you're planning to try after watching this video? Drop your thoughts and experiences in the comments. Your story might inspire someone else to make a smarter choice, too. Thanks for tuning in. And remember, small changes can lead to powerful results.